welcome everybody tonight for tonight's show. Yeah, when I was asked to do a welcoming, I was really feel honored. But tonight I see lots of my family too as well. People from Vijayanga as well as from Yarrow people. They're here, and all of you. And when Gwen asked me tonight, or a couple of days ago, I just put my hand up. I said, "Yeah, I'll do it for you." Anyway, ngarji gurjin wuri angan gran lian nyambakan buru. I say, "You're feeling well. If you're not, I'll make you feel well." So, so you're here in a really cultural area as well as sun pictures. This place is Kuriagun. It's from stories from a long time ago, and people of Yarrow descendant, and my people have told stories about this place as well. So I welcome you here to this special occasion. For the stories of Ann Street, make you durable, make you strong. Purcha, make you strong. So like this, so burp. Widiangan Granlian Nyambagan Buru from Yarongan, which is the people from here, Jugun, and the custodians like Nagalagudan Ngarango, saltwater people, and Gulgara Gabon, people from the west. So sometimes we call these names, but we're really Yarrow people, and we welcome this kind of situation and happening. So it gives me great honor and pleasure to welcome everybody here tonight. And I've got to say a few words from my previous ancestors. I've got to look through here. You make me dull, make me feel ashamed. But I'm just going to get a few. Waranjari Lian Yangaran. This means to agree with one's spirit and one mind. From a long time ago, Bugari Garajani created ancestors came to Yarrow people and entrusted us in sacred law and culture, which we still practice them today. That's why I say a few things in language, so you all can understand as much as most of us can in Aboriginal ways. Ever since time, our fate as people and as nation has been entwined. You are now Australian citizens, and Yarrow people welcome you to the land and sea, for which we are custodians, and hope you will live and be strong wherever you in Yarrow country. Kalamabu, so I thank you very much. So have a good one tonight. Mabu Nguragudan, good country, Wajingu, spirit country. Widiangan Gran Lian Yambagan Buru, your feeling will be good as we tell stories about Ann Street, because I have lots of good stories about Ann Street and all the different things that happened right through my bringing up here in Broome. So there's that kind of situation. But Ann Street is a place of here in my heart. Look, I can't see any obvious. All I can see is figures and black faces. But then when you got all guardians too as well. But everybody's black all of a sudden. So you'll have good storytelling. Because Broome is my home too, and everybody that comes from Broome, and we want to keep this beautiful country good, which is Broome, Nyambagan Buru. So I'll welcome you here. Welcome everybody to this special arrangements and occasion. So thank you very much. Kalamabu. Thank you.
Kalamabu, Uncle Jimmy, thank you for welcoming the country. Ngaji Gurijan. Hello and welcome to the Story of Strength. Notre Dame University, no longer research units, Indigenous Research Unit, Anna Dwyer and Dr. Catherine Thorburn, supported by a committee of people who grew up on the Ann Street Reserve that was in operation between the 1960s and early 80s. They researched the story of the Ann Street Reserve. They were afraid that the story of the reserve was in danger of being dropped from the collective memory of the town of Broome. The committee expressed a desire to see some creative outcomes of the project. Gwen Knox of Big Mama Production was invited to consult with the committee. We decided to collect oral history by Dr. Elaine Rabbit, and over 30 histories were recorded by people who have lived and worked in and around the reserve while it was in operation. Gwen contacted the amazing community song worker, Lynn Hazelton, who once lived near the Ann Street and has many community writing projects under her belt. To work with people who have wanted to record the story in song, for mainly it is the first time they have ever made their own song. Lynn is the musical director and producer for the project. She could not be with us tonight, but has worked tirelessly behind the scenes as a co-composer, arranger of songs, and facilitating recording CDs, which are now sale at the door.
Ann Street Reserve community has delivered to the world a number of successful artists such as Frank Shoveler, Mervyn Maladi, Ginger Cox, who have now joined by Anna Dwyer, Charlie Pedro, Mari and Rohani Cox, Maxine Charlie and Lorna Kelly, who work closely with Lynn to create this greatest collection of music. This collection was made with the able assistance of a wonderful team of Lorraine Coffin, Alan Pigram, Mark Donahue, Pete Gradson, assistant musical director and choir leader and performer, Tanya McKenna, visual artist, Chris Hill, and lighting and sound by Andrew Chambers. They have all helped us make this very special show. We dedicate this show to our very own legend, Bamba. Please, 1 minute silent. Farmer Stephen Albert, a very special man and a musician at our community, has lost recently. He played a big part in the original sound show and supporting the project. You will hear his song, Life's a Gamble, tonight, sung by Frankie Shoveler. I hope you enjoy the stories of strength. Thank you.
By His Excellency Lieutenant General Sir Charles Henry Gardner, Knight Commander of the St. George, Companion of the Most Honourable Order of the Bath, Commander of the Most Excellent Order of the British Empire, Governor in and over the state of Western Australia and its dependencies in the Commonwealth of Australia. Whereas by Section 11 of the Native Administration Act 1905 to 1947, it is provided that the Governor is empowered by proclamation to declare any Crown lands to be a reserve for natives. And whereas in the Broome district, now. Therefore, I, the said Governor, with the advice of the Executive Council, do hereby declare the area more particularly described in the schedule to be a reserve for natives. Broome District Reserve, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 natives. All that portion of land being lot 659 and comprising about 36 acres. Given under my hand and the public seal of the State of Perth. This day, 6th of June, 1958.
Cobbery, they used to have cobbery, you know, and yeah, I remember going there when I lived with Auntie Mom, and you know, I used to get frightened. Me and my cousin now that passed away, used to go see her, and she used to be thinking how to get frightened because I see them all pet up, and I'd run away and she recognize you, that's Mom. Oh, okay. Yeah. But yeah, it was good. I remember, you know, just seeing them dancing, you know.
The ground was behind Mama Belanjan, right where the new area now, where the new houses are built there. They were there. Because I was living up the hill at that time, and we was coming down from the hill, and the old people said, come on, we're going to get this. We're going to walk all the way from up the hill to the native hospital. There. And you're going to go through that native hospital and go around the back there with them houses, brand new buildings are now. And we would go there, and because my dad was the leader of the dancing group. There was his dance that he dreamed about, and he was the leader of that dance. And that was, they all talk language, but I couldn't understand what they were talking about, because at that time I was still trying to, my hearing aid was not good, but my eyesight was very strong.
Ra ra la ra ra dee ding ga ding ga do ra ra la ra ra dee ding ga ding o do la ra la ra ra dee ding ga ding ga do la ra ra dee ding ga ding o do la ra ra dee dee ga ding ga do la ra ra dee ding ga ding o do la ra dee ding ga ding ga do la ra ding ga ding o do la ra
We have dreams, and most of the songs come from dreams.
My mother and father sat in their house in the old reserve, and they talked about culture, talked about where they come from. This song is called Mira. An old man sits in his old country. He feels the wind. He watched the rain. Forgotten for all his days. A lot of old people in my time, my father, they did crobbery, and crobbery was very important. They was teaching us younger ones the importance of culture. A lot of these old people sat amongst the fires at the old reserve. They would come all together and, you can hear them singing and chanting all these important songs about the Spirit. But these songs had meanings, very important meanings about country, place, and where we come from. These crobberies are very important. These dances are very important for people that lived in the reserve. Bardi people, Garajari people, Nyigana, Mangala, all these people, Yarrow people. But a lot of them has been taken away. Yulburu warninya, gaji gergami, No matter the color is different, the Gumbulu was the same. I can see high, like an Indian body in the sky, like a bird she flies, like a bird she sighs. Hey! No matter the color is different, the Gumbulu was the same. No matter the color is different, the Gumbulu was the same. I can see high, like an Indian body in the sky, like a bird she flies, like a bird she sighs. Hey! Thank you.
Population. The 1954 census returned a population of 622 Europeans, 293 Asians, 347 mixed bloods, and 579 Aborigines. Most of the Asians and mixed bloods live in Chinatown and in the part of the north of Ann Street. The Aborigines are in the camps already mentioned or distributed throughout the town and in Native Welfare Department housing. The remainder of the town is occupied by Europeans, with the transient meat workers housed adjacent to the meatworks. Despite a history of interracial riots and disturbances, it cannot be said that Broome today presents a picture of racial discord. Rather, the opposite is true. Although the danger here could lie in the frictions arising with an influx of less tolerant newcomers. Aborigines are already living in Broome in greater numbers than ever before. Certainly, the Native Welfare Department policy of separation of extended families is not working too well. Broome is populated by a community unique in Australia. It is a highly complex one, and whilst being of absorbing interest to the sociologist, it does not ease the problems of the planner. It must be emphasised here that any proposals that are put forward are done so in the full knowledge of the delicate social balance of the town.
Yeah, I think, Broome was always Broome here, a little quiet place, but people sort of came from everywhere here to this little place of Broome.
Yeah, everybody started moving in from all over, like Jaranyan, Lombardina, Wanna Point, and Beagle Bay, Pijidanga, Golden Family, another mob from Station. With the changes to this pastoralism, a lot of people came, and there was a lot of transit people in our mob, to travel everywhere.
True. Even some of those, some, especially out in the bush, there was hardly any school much there. They come here too, and bring the kids to, a little town,
People saw opportunity in the town, so they brought their family here and started to grow from there. And we have a very multicultural place called Broome. All intermarriages and, I think also, too, you'll find like a lot of families, there's restrictions before, and now there's hardly anything. People are starting to come out a little bit more relaxed in the open now,
Yeah, true.
Yeah. And they catch up with family they haven't seen for a long time too, working in different places. Yeah. Which is great to see.
Shortcuts in red dirt and bush fruit trees, lots of birds and animals to read. Walking to school was a distance through hot, wet and dry seasons. Spinifex grass was so thick and scary. Lizards and cicadas make so much noises. Canada lizards, Tata lizards, goanna running across our path. We made it to school. Memories of the scrubs, memories with our mom.
Yeah, especially in the old days, people like sort of they've been sort of they had places they can play around in when they came around. You know, in the old days they sort of moved around a lot, and they had their own little games and things like that, especially in the reserve. So what sort of games they roughly had around there?
Yeah, a lot of them used to go out to the scraper hole and go swimming in the scraper hole, and instead of going to school, they'd turn off the scraper hole and end up swimming in there and try and come back before school finish or same time, and end up getting in trouble because the clothes are all wet. And most of the time that was our little hideaway place. And a lot of kids used to love that place, especially when rain come and fill the hole up.
Yeah, that's true. And the saltwater was sort of far away, you know, up the other end of Cable Beach. The other one was up the other side, here the side. Yeah. And like you're saying, the rain sort of came in there, and that's the only swimming pool they had. You know, they can swim around there.
True. There were good times then, and everybody used to hang out together. You know, they used to play marbles, everything, and hopscotch, and different games, and chili rings, and all that sort of stuff, and fly with the thongs. But yeah, they were really happy days, and hardly any humbug between the kids. There was always pleasant playing together.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
There was always be a big gamble house in people's houses. At night, and the old people would stay home, and the cocksmoke would have their big card place, and everybody would rush there in the night underneath the light with their blankets, and lots of people would go there.
Ann Street, which was on the Gulata side of the Ann Street. It was like a circular oval bushland in the middle, and they had built houses on the other side.
I remember the Shulas used to live in the other side.
There were 6 houses on both sides. Was it in your side or my side?
Your side, it was. And I remember the Greys living in your side.
Right, they were our neighbors.
Yes. And I remember all the Coxes in the next line. And I remember all the Punganas. I remember all the Victors.
They just live in your side?
No, on your side.
Where about?
Right in the end.
And that was before Andi Magima or after Andi Magima?
After,
okay. Because I remember them living there before, thing then.
Life was simple in every way. Love was our good company.
from Fran Crawford's thesis. The comely fair women of Broome and Beagle Bay were highly prized as marriage partners, usually, especially with white men, on the understanding that they left their ethnic identity behind. There is the famous story of a Broome wife who cooked her husband dugong steak. He was enjoying it until he thought to ask what it was. Then he hurled it against the wall with the grim comment, "There'll be no blackfellow food in here. Is that understood?"
Came out of the mission, living in the States, with a saltwater baby was the Christmas gift. The sweetest little sister from off the family tree, and there were 10 kids more from that community. Like the 12 apostles sent out from their land, when they loaded up the truck, there was no turning back. Oh, they took them from their country before a road had come, dropped off at the edges, looking for a home. They came from many places, both north and south of us, but it didn't matter, they made family from dust. Like the 12 apostles sent out from their land, when they loaded up the truck, the sister held her hand. Well, they didn't have too much, but had to get along. Poorer than the poorer, their Poinciana song. A carol fridge and a candlestick, they shared a fire block in a 2-room shack, fire at the back, full up from the floor. Like the 12 apostles sent out from their land, when they loaded up the truck, they didn't understand. No, they didn't know no English when they took them in, but in my eyes they took the prize for never giving in. They was of the old school, never question why. Just keep your barefoot walking and your head up to the sky. Just keep your black foot on the track, let Leon be your guide. Like the 12 apostles sent out from their
Yeah. In those days, we didn't have any racism around here. It was sort of quiet. No one sort of argued with each other. Everyone was sort of just normal around here.
Yeah, racism wasn't too much of a problem back in those days amongst the community and the people. I think more on the outside, and people was always concerned about each other, always looking out for one another.
And even like living in the reserve there, everyone sort of shared their food and talked together and had good times. There's hardly anything's happening there. Everyone sort of relaxed a bit, especially family was family,
Yeah, there'd be times when condiments would come back with fish, big more fish, They'd just give it out to everybody, share it out, and doesn't matter who they were. All the condiment lived in one place. They shared their food together, and good way, and hardly any humbug, It's always sharing and looking out for one another. That's what I remember and I saw with our people.
Said, put some land aside. But the Galia put us 3 miles. Just we couldn't go to school. Then we had to have a permit too. 1 mile was the entry point for the people from the bush. But if you were a proper friend, was Murugun and Moling Muru. Now the whole world is my home, and I have never been alone. Life's a gamble, so many ways, in any game on any day. Shape from an eagle eye, a 2-room shack for a side. We all love our reserve life. We rise and fall off the roll of the dice. $1 a day, but we had to feed on your plate. We learned how to scrape and save. Out on the flat, we got our start. Life, old past belly and on the marsh. Now the whole world is my home, and I've never ever been alone. Life's a gamble in many ways, in any game and any day. Bush to mission, mission to reserve, mission to town, that's how we went down. Life's a tide boat in and out, and the light won't break me down. I'm sorry folks, but the jet just had to fly. What I learned from the elders, you see, and they told me what will be, will be. So hold your talk and then what to play, and keep your hand for another day. Now the whole world is my home, and I never ever been alone. Life's a gamble in many ways, in any game and any day. Now the whole world is my home, Life's a gamble in many ways, in any game, on any day.
Regarding Aboriginals newly arrived in the town, the housing of this population constitutes a complex problem. In the long run, there should be no distinction by quality between housing of Australians of European stock and for those of Aboriginal. But as a result of differing cultural inheritance, there may well be differences in kind. The provision of transitional housing for Aboriginals is both embarrassing and necessary, not only for initial training in the use of sanitary and other domestic equipment, but also to accustom Aboriginals to life amongst neighbours of European race. Suggestions about the form these dwellings might take are made under Appendix 6.
come and the people go. Put the arms of a hand, hold true. I live here and I won't stray far. I'm watching over you just like you do. You always do.
And there he grew 3 sons, lost one in Colombo. So he took to fixing trucks and cars. It's what he loved to do. And he's traveled from Catherine, from Darwin and back to Broome. They call him One-Ton Charlie, and he keeps on driving through black sky and blue. He knows what to do.
People come and the people go. Put the arms of a hand, hold true. I live here and I won't stray far. I'm watching over you just like you do. You always do. and hold true. I live here and I won't stray far. I'm watching over you just like you do. You always do.
And the people come and the people go, but the arms of an hold true. I live near and I won't stray far. I'm watching over you just like you do.
Just like you do.
You always do.
You always do.
Black sky and blue.
Black sky and blue. I'm Charlie Pedro.
There were just 2 rooms. There was just a stove in the middle, table, chair. My mom and dad was in one room, and us children we was all squashed up in one room. There were Fabian, myself, Pina, Junior, Francis, and Leslie, and Laurie was the baby. So we all had to squash in one room. Share, from 2 people sleeping on one bed. She had an old them old washing machine where you can wash and then you have that little ring, where you put it through. Yep, just wash it and then go through it and to dry, squeeze it. Yeah. Yes, we had power then. Yes. But before that, we just had a big steel pot, big one, copper one. And we used to do washing there with, hot water, burn hot water and put all the clothes in the sheets and then try and wring it before we got that machine, electric one. Cooking outside before we had that, yeah, we used to cook outside. Oh yeah, we used to sleep outside, bring our beds outside, sleep outside on the bed, counting all the stars, and the wind was so nice. Enjoy sleeping outside. But now you can't, not these days. It was safe then. Yeah.
Our first big success out of this approach was when the Ann Street residents sent a telegram inviting the Federal Minister for Aboriginal Affairs, Ian Viner, to come and have a beer with them on the reserve. They wanted to show him their accommodation and explain what a difference it would make to their lives if each resident were provided with a toilet, shower, and kitchen area. He came, and shortly after, there was the necessary grant money to have the work done. That engendered a lot of enthusiasm in town about other possibilities. We were able to appoint one of the Ann Street residents as the full-time caretaker and to work on developing lawn and other facilities at the reserve and later at others. I was particularly involved with homemakers, as well as working with individual families who ran the drop-in centre. Women met twice weekly to sew, chat and plan. There were car driving lessons for Aboriginal women, which I started, but they were later delivered by the Adult Education Service of Western Australia.
Yeah, I think my mum was sort of in the homemakers in the old days, sort of moving around here in Broome, helping out with people. So what sort of job do they do there, especially the homemakers?
They'll help them to create their gardens and their garden beds around the yard inside and their houses, get some curtains and things like that. Some cooking ideas, cooking healthy food, I suppose, in that sense, because we used to like our bush food, which we ate with the seasons. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that kind of thing. And also, getting their lawns, their hedges. Some people used to decorate their places like a long blue bush along the fences and their pathways as well.
Yeah, that's especially the ladies, they had something going, especially here
Yeah.
in Broome.
Cooking all the different mai.
Old Land Street Reserve, a home of our people, living in a place at Broome, with smiling faces and old tin houses. Family so strong we taught them cultures. On one street we walk at night, and bushland so close. One-way street road and old tin houses. Reserve was our home. In the dark we walk at night to the movies without the light, sitting on the chair while the tide come in. Even through the day, even for a swim, sometimes we prayed, college school Baba's Christian way. One-way street road and old tin houses. Reserve was our home. One-way street road and old tin houses. Reserve was our home.
And of course, the kids used to go and have a go at peddling on their sewing machine. And I was there while people were busy gambling on the other side on the ground. And Johnny Amby had gone over to play, and he accidentally put his fingers on the sewing machine, and it had a needle in there. And of course, the needle went right through his fingers, and it became stuck because you couldn't pull it out. And of course, I'm screaming for help, or trying to pull it out in the beginning. And what I'm doing is making him scream a bit louder and cry. And of course, they're surrounded by other children as well, curiosity. And then the adults needed to somehow dismantle the needles from the machine. And of course, the males, hopeless, did not know how to take out the needle. So we had to find someone, this is in the meantime, running around, which female would know how to take off the needle. Yeah, the poor kid must have been there for half an hour, trying to get his fingers caught in the needle.
Well, I remember, like marbles, you put them in
You make triangle and put all the marbles. And if we ran out of marbles, we should buy marbles, 1 cent for one thing, for marbles. Yeah. We should play under the street light.
And we used to play knuckle jacks. We used to play red rover.
Hell with tongs.
What was that game? Hip, hop, skip, and jump game?
That with tongs,
And we used to play that money where you flick the money and put them in the hole.
Poison hole.
Poison hole we used to call it.
My brothers used to play with a tire, old tires. They used to push it down, just play with the tires. Sometimes them old sunshine tin milk, they used to put this wire through and pull that along. And us girls used to play with skipping rope, like 2 girls and 1 jump in the middle. And we used to have them pea tins, them vegetable tins or milk tins. We used to put a fishing line through and talk like on the telephone. We used to talk.
The bluish tree, that is where I wanna be. For when I
When I was 15 years old, I asked my dad I want to go to see my grandmother to find my family tree. So he said, yes, you can go. So I went to Lombardina with a big truck. Father Crino took me to Lombardina, and I stayed in a dormitory with all the other young girls, and I find my family tree there, find who's my mother's. My mother come from Badi, Jawi. You could walk anywhere those times. You wouldn't get, you wouldn't have anything that would violent towards you. You had to walk free anywhere. If you walk in the dark sometimes, nobody would know who you were. You would never people come and jump on you or whatever. It was really good. It was a really, really lovely place to live. There was no violence in anywhere.
Hippies. There were complaints by local white people to head office and politicians that the only people being helped in the town were Aboriginals. Just having Aboriginals hanging around the office meant that it was unattractive to local whites. And as Broome started to grow, there were more whites in town wishing to apply for welfare services. At the same time, there was an influx of hippies into town as the completion of the Blacktop Road drew closer and word about Broome's magnificent, untouched beaches and laid-back lifestyle spread. For me, at the welfare office, the presence of hippies meant that many times, in the middle of other work, I would return to the office to find a queue of 10 or so glowingly healthy middle-class teenagers from Perth come to claim their entitlement to a ration order. This was a source of irritation for us in Broome and added to the burden of our local antagonism, as we were seen to support the unwelcome long-term stay hippies camped in sandhills around the town.
It sort of was quiet in those days, around here in Broome, and they had a bit of a cyclone in Darwin a long time ago. And when they had that cyclone, all the houses got knocked down, things like that, and a few places got damaged, and then the hippies from that place sort of moved up here.
Yeah, 1974 it happened and took out Darwin by surprise, cleared up the place. A lot of people moved on, even got a new identity, and ended up, most of them in Broome, and quite a few of them lived around our hillside, our town side, let alone on the beach side. So they became known as the Mungbean as well.
And they was like sort of, they was also like happy people too, being around the place and mixing with people too,
Yeah, they were happy-go-lucky people. They weren't, kind of up themselves. They was always out there with the people and mingling and wanting to learn other things as well, but always getting involved with the people, back then. But also you'll find that a lot of them, today they ended up in Broome, and they're most the wealthy people here, and they came with nothing.
And they got something.
And they got too much now, and they also they're one of the richest people. They've got a camel trail that runs every tourist season, maybe off-season as well. But yeah, there's so much happening that a lot of them came with nothing, and today they're doing damn pretty good here.
They're wealthy now.
We'll be sitting by the fire, home out in the bush, singing songs all on our own. There's no place I'd rather be, 'cause research was my home. The memories will carry on. place was so beautiful. Reserve was so beautiful. You see, 'cause Ann Street was the home for me. Yeah, Ann Street was the home for me.
Well, people keep their house very tidy, very clean. All people live in They would have dogs, but their dog wouldn't be cheeky. You'd walk to their house, they wouldn't bite you. They would be friendly dog. So reserve was a lovely country and really respectful country with a strong spirit, with everybody enjoying meeting each other and never have a violence towards them. There was really happy families living in Broome in the reserve.
Letter. Under Secretary for Lands. Lands and Survey Department, Perth, 28th of July 1982, regarding Broome Reserve 23458. The Minister for Community Welfare has approved of the relinquishing of the above reserve with its ultimate transfer to the State Housing Commission for Development. Attached is a copy of the proposal approved by the Minister, and this advice sets out the undertaking by the State Housing Commission in regard to the rehousing of the reserve Aboriginal population.
Testing, testing. It's sort of come to the end now, folks. And I'd like to thank the choir over there, and the singers, and the performers out there, and also the mixer. There's a fella that mixes the sound in the back there. And we do have the lighting fella, somewhere around here too. He's a really good lighting person. And we do have Gwen and Tanya for doing a wonderful job tonight. So I hope you enjoyed the show. And they're going to bring you out with the very last song. And I'd like to thank you all for coming tonight. But don't run away yet, because they're not finished yet.
And we want them to sing along too.
You want them to sing along too?
We do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Radio.
I miss them days in a happy place where we
I'd like to thank these two amazing women here. We've had a few absences from people getting ill and dying, and Lorna and Maxine have just stepped up and helped so much. And then we called in Frankie, and it was just amazing. So a big round of applause for them, please. Thank you. And of course, to the lovely Miss Tanya. And who have we missed over there?
Mervyn.
Oh, Mervyn, where are you? You should be up here, Mervyn, singing along. Mervyn Maladi and the little boys, thank you very much for that. Lovely. And of course, the guys you can't see over there in the dark, Andrew and Jay, and who else is there? Traylon, yes. Traylon, how could we miss you, Traylon? And Pete Granderson, where are you? Over there. You should be up here as well, Pete Granderson. Yes. And the audience, who make it all special as well. Thank you very much for coming. Keep the stories flowing. Talk to each other. Thank you.